Hello everybody, good morning and namaste. You are most welcome to your online class of physical education. Our today's topic will be on conditioning. We have to continue our chapter training method with new topic conditioning. But before this, in our last lecture, we left some points regarding advantages of warming up we left. So today, first of all, I am going to clear that. Advantages of warming up. We were discussing about the warming up, types of warming up, as well as advantages of warming up. First advantage, as I think already we discussed, warming up raises the temperature of muscles. And next we discussed metabolism of the muscles increases. And last one is we have to discuss, not only last one, third one, blood circulation through muscles increases. Blood circulation through muscles increases. When you do proper warming up, then your body's temperature is increased and your muscles, due to get more circulation, your muscles are ready to bear the load. Next, reflex time is increased. Reflexes are increased. In the game, reflexes plays an important role to achieve anything. So if you are doing proper warming up, then reflex time of the skeletal muscle increases. Next point is avoid injuries. Avoid injuries. Occurrence of injuries associated with muscles and joints may be less if you are doing properly warming up. Next point, psychologically ready, or we can say mentally alert. It makes the athlete psychological ready to bear the load. And delayed fatigue. Delayed fatigue. If you properly warm up your body, then fatigue will be delayed. Fatigue will come late. So these are the advantages of warming up. These points were left in our last lecture. Now we will start with our new topic, conditioning. We will talk about conditioning is what? Actually, the aim of warming up and conditioning both are same. Aim of conditioning and warming up are same. Both the aims of warming up as well as conditioning are same, but warming up is a short time activity. But warming up is a short term activity, whereas conditioning is a long-term training program. Conditioning is a long-term training program. Warming up is short term, whereas conditioning is a long term training program which makes our body accustomed to bearing competitive stress, which makes our body accustomed to bearing competitive stress. Actually, warming up helps temporarily, whereas conditioning helps permanently. So most important point is this: warming up helps and conditioning helps permanently. So if you want to do any activities or if you are going to participate in any competition, at that time you have to warming up first. But it will be for very short period. It will be temporary. Its performance will be temporary. But conditioning that you are doing, it is a long-term training process. And it helps permanently. Actually, conditioning increases the capacity of athletes. An athlete is a conditioned due the following development, which are categorized into two ways: psychological conditioning and physiological conditioning. So two types of conditioning are there. types of conditioning. Psychological conditioning and number 2, physiological conditioning. So first of all, we will talk about what is psychological conditioning. Psychological conditioning is what? What is the advantage of psychological conditioning? Actually, it leads to the following developments that we are going to discuss. It increased concentration. Increased concentration. Second one, also connected with this, span of attention increased. Span of attention increased. Your duration to concentrate yourself will be increased with the help of conditioning. And next one is again connected with these two, ability to cope with negative influences of crowd, noise or other stress during performance. So remove, we can say remove stress. So ability to cope with negative influences of crowd. Sometimes spectators give wrong gestures. There are lot of noise because of overcrowd, and psychologically we come in stress. So with the help of this conditioning we can remove this. Next, mental relaxation before and during competition. Mental relaxation. We create the same environment as we get before the competition, during the competition or after the competition. So we feel mentally relaxed when we go for actual performance in the ground. So we can say with the help of conditioning, before competition or during competition, mental relaxation are there. We relaxed mentally a lot. And next point is more rapid learning. When we practice one exercise again and again, then we become the master of that movement. And we prepare ourselves for the next activity. And we learn that exercise rapidly very fast. So these are the development through conditioning, psychological conditioning. Now we will talk or about physiological conditioning. Physiological conditioning. Physiological conditioning leads to the development of various body organs and systems for the conditioning of athletes. For example, muscular strength development, muscular strength development. Muscular strength development. Generally, weight training exercises are done for strength training, which leads to the conditioning of the muscles. So with the help of this conditioning, we develop our muscular strength. Next development is endurance development. Endurance development. Physical exercise which develop endurance are considered the heart of exercise program. And with interval training, the cardiovascular and respiratory systems improve. Your vital capacity increased. Your cardiac output, your cardiac strength, cardiac capacity also increased with the help of this conditioning. Activities like running, swimming, cycling are good endurance activities. Last one and most important, neuromuscular coordination developed. NMC means neuromuscular coordination developed. Long practice develops neuromuscular coordination, which improves the reflexes and decreases the reaction time. During the game, you react within very short time. You can judge easily. So, you improves the reflexes and decreases the reaction time. So, you are going to your neuromuscular coordination well with the help of this physiological conditioning. So conclusion is what? All of this accuracy, main thing is this: accurate perception of time, or we can say accuracy and effort to win or attempt, or you can say achieve the goal. If you are doing conditioning well, then you will be very close to win your target. You can achieve anything very easily. So these are the developments of conditioning. Conditioning is what? Both the aims, warming up and conditioning, are same. Warming up is a short time activity carried out prior to the competition, whereas conditioning is a long-term training program which makes our body accustomed to bearing competitive stress. Warming up helps temporarily, whereas conditioning helps permanently. So, this is the introduction of conditioning. Both are important, equally important. And next, types of conditioning. There are two types of conditioning: physiological and psychological. Psychological conditioning: increased concentration, span of attention increased, remove stress, mental relaxation, more rapid learning. And physiological conditioning is muscular strength development, endurance development, and neuromuscular coordination develop. And conclusion: if you want to accuracy, if you want to win your goal, if you want to achieve something, then you have to do conditioning well. Without it, it is again difficult to get something. If you want to be too close to win your aim, then do conditioning properly as you do warming up. So our today's topic on conditioning is completed. In our next lecture, again we will continue the same chapter, training method, with new topics. So for today, have a nice day and thank you.